Um, Guess I'll be doing commentary on the session I had in the T57 like 3 days ago. I think I got 6.2k DPG and 600 or 700 assist. This is my first time doing this shit, so my microphone's kind of garbage. I fucked up the settings. You might hear some breathing, talking too fast, stuff like that. I don't know. If I do this again, I'll try to do it better, I guess. Yeah. For this map, heavy, there's not much you can do. I definitely don't like going middle though, in like anything unless I'm really fast. Maybe sometimes you can take it. I wouldn't recommend taking it most matches because you can get caught out, and if you don't know how to play the angles, you do get picked off. Um, because everyone knows here from both sides, you get here, and Artie just shits on you. So most of the time, I'm in something kind of slow, I just tend to go north and play this hill here, right? Shoot into them, whatever. And it's easy to run away. I'm not perma suck. I don't know how that second shot bounced. Unlucky, I guess. Alright, put a clip in. You have to see my positioning, right, I guess. These guys are playing up front. In a tank like this, you cannot be at the front. You don't have reliable armor. You're just holding that E4. I just fired, so I'm obviously gonna put shots into him. If you're not in a frontline tank, you always kind of want to be playing like this. Like, you're either playing behind strong tanks, or you're playing a flank. Let's reload, whatever. This is just standard early game. Oh, wait. This is just standard early game damage. Look at D4. Gonna snap him. He, you have to take shots like that sometimes. If it hits, right? You don't really lose unless you're like overcommitting on something you shouldn't be doing unless you know it's gonna work out. This 140 pushes up like a bot. I don't know how I missed that. Shots into him. Not much. Looking at the map again. Right, obviously we won this. This guy's running away. Have 4 teammates pushing to this, so now it's time to push. Pretty straightforward. Now I'm holding back a little bit here just in case the T57 is clipped, because I was not paying attention to shots, but he's not, so he just dies. Now right here, I'm already, so we already know that this C5's alone, right? He's gonna die, whatever. The 140's running away, whatever. I'm already thinking, I'm just gonna put my clip into him and then I'm gonna go middle, because if you look on the minimap, that's where most of their team is. RNG, and I'm just putting in shots. It's gonna skip for. I'm gonna try to get through with these games as fast as possible, but I don't have a script or whatever, and I'm probably not concising my ideas very well. So it's going to be probably a lengthy video. I don't, the TDs get spotted. These guys are just waiting. I was kind of hoping they would push up and like eventually meet the TDs, and I would put shots into the S4 and then go middle and farm more, but the TDs get spotted. That shot's kind of bullshit. Whatever. Just put my clip in. And again, um, playing against a stronger, behind a stronger tank, I guess you could say, because he has DPM that just has actual DPM. He's not gonna get punished for a long reload. Get my clip in and I buck off. Compared to the E5, he was alone. I know I can just dump my clip for free and get out. Just have to get that into your head if you're learning how to play T57. It's a situational attack, but you can still do really well in it. W4 dies, so here I'm kind of risking it with the E4. He's all the way over there, but having pushing out middle is worth a lot more than eventually getting farm tier if the E4 starts looking this way. If you look at the HP, I can kill the 140 and then put two into the 1-1, and eventually my teammates are gonna push up with me and we're gonna win this. Right, I put into him. Just trying to win this. Keep the game moving as fast as possible so I get clips in. Or see at T57 put 2 shots into him, so I just push up safely. If he hadn't done that, I would be holding back here. Wait until I'm clipped and then move up. Even though he's a one shot, you still don't want to lose HP for no reason. And as far as HP goes, you don't need it to do damage, but you do need it to make game-winning plays or uh, being able to push a flank when your teammates are too dumb not to do it themselves. Right. Take out the autoloader even though he only has 2. Then take out whatever I can pan. And I'm reloading as fast as possible or clipping, whatever. I know I'm not gonna see another tank in the next 20 seconds, so this is fine. It's something you can't do in a 50B because the clip is 5 seconds longer and add 4 more seconds to the interclip. I see the E4 shoot, so I'm gonna try to put my shots into him. They're kind of bad shots, but whatever. At this time I didn't realize my chieftain died. I thought he was gonna play smarter and eventually kill the bad chat. So I'm just um tunneling into that E4. He dies. Whatever. Put a shot onto 140. Already hits. See that 200 in the open. I'm gonna look for an angle on him. A little gap. I was kind of lucky. Yeah, I'm aiming like a little bit too late. I'm trying to say. Not, I wasn't leading it enough. For the last shot, it's whatever, right? Otherwise, he would have just gotten out. Just risk it. Again, I'm clipping us moving up, and I'm not gonna have shots. Start shooting my shots. It's the end of the game. Whatever. One hits his track. Another hits his track. Just RNG sometimes. Then the game ends. Whatever. Just gonna explain the matchup real quick. There's no fast light tank on there in my team right away. I have 3 already. Kind of slow. My team's full of mediums. Theirs is the same. So more than likely they're gonna be playing south, and it's not gonna be really heavy here. If it is, well, whatever, right? Ideally, like most matchups, you want to be coming down south and farming, and then eventually you either win it or you lose it. If you win, you just push in through their base, or you come back to defend, whatever happens. So you come back here, and you try to funnel damage as they're coming in, and they get too close, you have to get back up here on your base. Now my T57 is slow, so I'm not even gonna try to cross right now. I might get lit, and then I'm gonna lose HP for no reason. I'm just waiting for spots here. Get sides, they're too fast, I can get in shots. I'm just gonna wait for the next tank. Right, so I'm just putting my shots in. Aiming for his side, it went over, and it's a hit. Whatever, that's just RNG. So right now what I'm thinking is my fucking team is not going south. They're just around me sniping what I was just sniping, and their team, they have a lot of tanks south already. They're most likely gonna get primary positions and they're gonna beat us. They're gonna do what I'm trying to do, which is get them to come in one by one and farming them. So I just go middle road. I saw that Apache was spotted, so I'm gonna try to get shots on him. My team isn't going that deep south anyway, so we're just gonna hold and hopefully the enemy team pushes in and we just get to repush that eventually. No, I'm just jumping on clip here. These first two shots, they're pretty bad because this Udis would be lighting if something was there. And the other two shots I put in here is because even when you're in that position and the Udis is in, due to how that spot works, you can't light it unless they fire or they move up to forward. And when I was playing here right now, honestly didn't know what to do. Right, they're not pushing south. They're taking mid, and my team is pushing north. I can't, or 5 line, I guess, 6 line. I can't catch up to them too slow. There's no point in me going there, so I'm just gonna stay middle. Just trying to centralize myself so that if anything happens anywhere, I can rotate easily and put out the damage that I need to do. Alright, I'm just driving back and forth. Like I said, I don't know what to do. Eventually I get tired and I see that. Okay, I'm just gonna back up a little bit here. This was good timing for me. I go down, and as we already saw, their TDs got spotted. See, I'm always looking at the minimap. If you're driving around, reloading, anything that isn't actively shooting, you're looking at the minimap. I was planning to go south or just stay middle, and eventually move over here, but the two TDs that are pushing up right now just made my job easier, right? They're focusing the UDIS. Gonna be on reload, not looking at me, and I can put shots into them really easily. One to the T95, try to get another one on him. I'm just waiting for these to shot on T95 there as well. And that shot's just RNG. I don't have any other active targets, so I'm just gonna throw a shot. If it pens, it pens. Now I'm backing off from here because I'm not gonna have shots on T95 and sniping at a V4, trying to pen it even with heat. It's unrealistic that I'm gonna pen every shot, so it's not worth my time. I'm just gonna move away, mainly because I see this. But here, again, guess I went back. Um, it gets a T95 kill, but this is a waste of time, right? I pretty much just drove in a circle here. Like I said, the match was going kind of weird, so I didn't know what to do. And now that I see the players that went 5 line, 6 line, they committed too much and they died. And south side, I still have a couple tanks. They're kind of healthy, kind of going fighting even here, and they're gonna eventually die. So what I'm thinking here is, right, they're gonna push north, and if I don't get up here, I'm gonna be in a massive crossfire eventually. So I trust these guys who take a little bit of time to fight them, but the people pushing north are definitely just gonna push into our base. So I need to get up here and defend it. See them get lit. I just auto aim that Sheridan. Just back it up because it's sped up. Start going up the hill. See them lit. I auto aim the Sheridan. AC pen. I miss a shot on him. I hit the second. And I instantly reload, right? Because I know I didn't spot anyone in the first place, so I'm not gonna get another shot off, and there's no point in only saving one shot, especially on a reload. That's like 21 seconds. So now I'm just climbing back up, thinking maybe the V4 is coming down the road, and if he's not, I'll eventually get shots in the stuff down south. Because I have these two players. Eventually, I think this Kodo comes and helps north again. But they're not pushed up, so there's no point for me to be looking down that way. I'm wasting time. I'm just trying to get out damage. Right, again, I clip. I see that I'm not gonna get shots early. I don't want to overpoke this ridge right here because it would be dumb. And if that before is there, I'm just gonna lose HP for no reason. I see that T95 moving up. Obviously, I'm just waiting for my reload and to eventually clip him. Here I light him, whatever. He misses a shot. I just put mine in. Oh, he's 1 HP. Hopefully these guys can take them out and I just back off. There's no point in me using my HP. I'm useless. I'm not clipped. Alright. This guy not paying attention. He loses HP for no reason. He could have just come up here. Whatever. So now these guys being low HP, what that triggers is these players want to get them off, so I'm just gonna set up here. And eventually they're gonna push up to here trying to kill him and I just got free shots. Trying to get shots on Leo. He's not paying attention to me though. Let me back it up. I see them coming. Try to get the shots on Leo because he's the more mobile one, but then the V4's not paying attention to me. Obviously he can't. And the Leo is not paying attention to me either, so I just opted for the V4. He's harder to kill frontally, so this would be a really good pick. I'm still holding my shots on Leo. Missed that one, which is unfortunate. Slide down. I bump a rock and I lose 1000 HP. Then I'm like, oh, fuck me. That's all the damage I'm gonna get. This guy's just gonna kill me. Whatever, right? Start wiggling my gun. And he actually leaves me alone. I don't know, maybe because I spared him earlier. There's not much left to this match. Already shoots me, whatever. The Leo's gonna leave me alone, I'm just gonna kill him off. Leo turns around. Starts coming for me now. I was gonna push the shots into Leo, but I see Spat Chat. Just put shots into him. Nothing special this match really. It's mainly early, right? You don't wanna be over aggressive and get yourself killed when you can be doing a lot more. If your team's not gonna do anything, you have to play around that. Especially when you lose the early positions. Westfield, everyone knows Holden tanks are really strong just because of how it works. I'm in a T57, I can't really do what a chieftain, super conk, stuff like that might be able to do. Regardless, since I am spawn near, it doesn't matter at the spawn, right? If you spawn top, you have to try and spot this because you usually spot TDs over here. If you poke far enough, like around this area, you can spot them like coming down here. Get early shots, you get early assistance, your already might help you. So that's what I'm gonna do. You have 3 already. This would fucking suck. If I stay here, already definitely focuses up here. They don't really focus down south, so. And I'm gonna be the first lit. It's likely I'm gonna get focused, but I don't this match. One sec. It's coming up the ridge again, trying to get lights. And you already see me pre-aiming. I see a 277. Because I see a 277, I'm instantly just going back off. I don't want the TDs to shoot me, and I don't want Artie to shoot me. Right here, taking these shots is fine because I'm safe from Artie. Can't do much, I'm just gonna back off. Just gonna hide down here a little bit. Yeah, you see the Artie. I'm there now. See a 277. Try to hide and wait for him to overpush, but doesn't. So at this stage, my heavy start getting farmed by Artie. It's at tier 8 and at tier 10. I don't expect him to live against all of that. I usually go down here, but for this match, my mediums actually won the bottom corner, and they're eventually gonna push up into this. So what I'm thinking is going to the middle, so I have multiple angles and I can rotate if needed wherever. Just trying to maximize my damage. Usually that's how it works. Want to be in the center-ish. You want to like centralize yourself around the enemy HP so you can get damage. Obviously while staying safe. I'm starting to get shots here. Again, not being really aggressive. You don't want to get yourself killed for no reason. See a Jag spotted. Usually when you get lit there, they back off, so I just wait here and pre-aim. No. He dies. I clip. We're clipping. If you're not gonna shoot anything in the next 2 seconds, clip. Or backwards if you're not gonna shoot anything for the next however long your clip is, clip. If you peek at slit, he's probably gonna do the same. And then just set up. You're always punishing people's mistakes. It's just way easier than trying to make your own plays. Especially in a tank like this, that kind of works like an ambush. This guy tries to push me, but he doesn't know if I'm loaded. So just let him die, whatever. This match, I don't get really high damage. My team was just a lot better than theirs. though my super conk did live for a while, so I think if I had actually stayed up there, I would have gotten maybe more damage. Yeah, because I helped them win that, and then I get side shots in this anyways from up there. This game's nothing special, so I'm just gonna skim through it. Try to get shots on a but there's none. Right, not every game you're gonna have is gonna be really good. Some are straightforward. I'm just moving around my team, and then this is late game, so I'm just trying to rush and get damage before my team is there. Like every other game, what has early, mid, and late game stages. And early, it depends on the map and the matchup. Even though you might get the same map, just because the tanks differ, it's not gonna progress the same. There's more into it, obviously, but not gonna waste like half an hour explaining it. Yeah, it's just something that you learn through playing games. Right, so I'll explain it a little bit. Early game. For this match, for example, I was trying to go to the ridge, get lights, get some early shots for free without taking damage, maybe some assistance. I got one into a 277. That finished the early game for me, right? Because it's trying to get to choke points or early position. Yeah, middle game would have been me rotating down and just slowly farming. That's usually how mid game works, and then late game is me rushing, trying to get the last bit of damage. Oh yeah, I obviously at T30 there, right? So it's shots. Right here, I do start to push up because the T30 might just sit in that corner and not try not to get lit. And I do have a lot of HP. It is late game, so I'm trying to get damage no matter what. Even if I was like a one shot here, I would have done this play. Because it's late game. Sometimes it's not that way, right? Because sometimes no, it might be a different map. I have cover to go up carefully up into him and get damage, but yeah. Unless you're both like 1 HP, then you want to play carefully and outplay them or whatever, but yeah. Now this it's called Underheim line. Pretty good matchmaking. This, even if mediums, even if I'm in a medium, I go south on this side just because it's so much better. There's like a little notch here that you can get held down and get good shots. As long as you have like 6 degrees of gun depression, 5 works too. Just have to look around for the spot. I don't think I have to explain the matchmaking here. It's pretty straightforward. There's not a lot you can do on this map anyways. On a tank like this, you don't want to be sitting up as a TD up there, right? It's kind of obvious. This is the spot I'm talking about. I'm sure a lot of people know it already. Here I was AFK, but you don't want to drive like this because if they have some kind of fast heavies, look out of what you're showing your tank, like you're showing your entire tank. You want to come down here like this behind the rock, get onto this, and then find like where your gun fits, so you can get good shots. Kind of panic shooting. I should have tracked them. Would have been a lot better, but yeah, whatever. Put the clip anyways. No, this is the spot I'm talking about. I don't think I end up using it here. But if I had, I probably would have gotten all my shots into yes conk. You can play here too. You're playing aggro like this. I'm trying to look for shots. They're not giving me any. I just got crosses. You get that cross too. I wasn't putting in good shots. Yes conk moves up right as I finish my clip. Unlucky. What I do know, I don't want happening though, is them winning the bottom, because that just makes it hard for these people to come and help, because they don't want to come down here and take shots by heavies. Now this conk is being dumb. Put one into him. CV5, I instantly rotate and try to pick him off by but my gun just does not work here. It is a T57, it has a big bloom, but I mean, whatever, right? Ducks off, I clip. I'm not gonna move up there while I'm clipping, because I'm gonna have to come out here. It's a lot easier for the E5 to put a shot into me. You never want to bleed HP unless you have to. Already hits him. He puts a shot. No, I'm bleeding HP here because I have to. I need to get him out of the game. This game this game is also going kind of fast. Just nothing special. My team is just better again. They're destroying the north. But they die. I'm just trying to get damage here. You're here, you don't want to be like slow playing this. Especially when you've won this, when they have someone there, because TD's set up back there, everyone knows that. But you don't want to slow play this. You either want to hide and wait for your team to push up. The only time you would be hiding is when you're really low HP, because it's too risky to get lit and get picked off by RD. Then you let your team push up to there, or whatever, right? Whatever dumb shit they do, and then you just put in shots. But if you have HP still, if they have someone here and you're fast, you can go all the way around, like on the minimap, like the FE is doing right now. If they don't have anyone, you can just cross here and like start playing that dip. You can also just wait for your team to move up a little bit and shots into TDs. T30. Also, like what you always see me do, even though I know I'm gonna eventually get shots on him, I looked over here first because I know this TD has an angle like you can see here right now. If he turned, he could shoot me and just kill me, or you know, he could have killed me because the T30 sets me on fire here. You also don't want to be like zoomed in, right? Looking at one specific spot, like you see me do most of the time. I'm like zoomed out. Yeah. T30 gets lit. Looking to see if I have early shot, but I'm still looking away to the side, right? Kinda shitty miss. That one misses or bounces, can't tell. Gets set on fire. Whatever. I'm just hiding. Just trying to get shots on Leo. Okay, here I'm just hoping he dies so he doesn't light me, and then I eventually get shots on Leo in E4. It's not much what you can do when you get fucked up like this. Again, this is like him. You usually what I was trying to do here, because it was progressing so fast, is move and get damage, but I get fucked over for it. So dies. Not gonna out safely. This guy's gonna block my shots. I'm not gonna waste my time. Um, especially when the lead's in the open. Like you see this guy, just sitting in the open. Whatever. Didn't really do much as that game. Now for this match, you always wanna win hill in pubs. It just wins you the game if you know what to do after. Because then they get stuck in this area, right? They just get stuck in the forest. And if you win it from this side, they get stuck here. It kind of gives you the entire map in pubs. But there are three already, so you're gonna get pounded. But it's just how it works. You have to try to win hill because otherwise you just have to set up in the forest and try to farm them because you're gonna lose. Unless the enemy team is really dumb and they like come in one by one, then you can bring it back. Again, timing is actually important in this map, especially in pubs. You don't want to be a guy in like this fucking chieftain sitting in base. I know there's three already, and you're a chieftain, you're probably gonna get focused, but you have to win that on get like here, so that you slow down them. You slow them down coming up the hill, and the rest of your team can get up there and like abuse that spot. I think I noticed chieftain here in a bit. Here I was just driving, expecting him to come up. Yeah, I see him. Right. And like I said, you don't want to be making aggro plays when you don't have to. The way this game develops, our slow tanks get up here and eventually the chief comes up and we can win it. But the entire time I'm like, we didn't get the early position. It's really hard to win when we don't do that. And it's a lot harder when I'm in a tank because yeah, like you see me submit to this chieftain because I was tilted. Eventually, moving up, this is my own play. I'm like, maybe we can win it because their tanks are like really slow. And maybe I can get some shots in there. But then you see this chieftain like sit back there. So right here I'm thinking, okay, if he's not gonna come up, if he's definitely not gonna come up and just sit there, maybe I get one clip off and then I have to run. Because you see, we have a Leo up here. We have a Kran, a Conk. I can't tell what. Oh, a E5 coming up. He's just gonna get pushed off and then I'm gonna die if I stay too long. Right. See, you don't want to be in this position. You want to make this position happen to you. Like you want to be making the play that the S-Conk is making right now. It's a lot harder to put shots up into a tank, even though like the way the S-Conk weak spot works, if you're looking slightly away, you can pin the mental. Kind of a lucky shot. But he's in a farming position right now. It's just how this map works. Especially against tanks like that have no gun depression. Or if they're on top and looking down out of an E100, it's a lot easier to pen. Alright, my team's dying. We do get kinda lucky on how we win this. I'm not exactly sure how we ended up winning it, but we do. Kinda struggling to actually explain this because I don't know how we won this exactly. I wasn't paying attention and this chieftain was still taking the fuck out of me. But I do see him go up, so then I turn. And then I see my patent's full HP. Then you see me here, actually see the 100 come down. I can put the clip in. Tell the patent to help me. See the U100 fire, so I'm just gonna put in my clip for free. The last one was kinda rushed. D4 shoots me, unfortunately. Like you see that, like we won the top side kinda fast. I don't know. If anything, when I have bad games is when I can't read what's gonna happen. And the match progresses so fast, but I end up getting decent damage, I think, just because of how the forest works. People take so long and they don't know how to push into it. Okay, so what I was saying earlier, um, you win hill, but then you lose because your team doesn't know what to do. A lot of people know already, like you just do this. Go up here, you try to get this picked off, and eventually, hopefully one of your teammates rushes down here, right? Over here, spots it on your team, like from here and here, picks it off. But otherwise you have to. Once you get here, you can start playing around this area. Once you clean this area of enemies, then you can start playing like in this bush and trying to spot this. And that frees up their base, and then you just have them surrounded and you can start making your way in. It's kind of a rough explanation. Yeah. Just making a play now, I get lit. So I do get lit, right? But T100 is here, so I know there's nothing right in front of him. I see on the meme up that the FE is down low. A Jag might shoot me here. It's kind of a dumb play. Yeah, it's a dumb play. I should have gotten punished for this. Because they couldn't see my turret when I was like right here. Anything I should have done, what I should have done is come where the T100 is and get shots. You don't want to be poking this. You don't want to be poking this whatsoever. Maybe you can poke this if you're trying to get shots in that early, but yeah, you don't want to poke this. You want to come down into the dip, get safe from their base campers, and then put shots into this. Right, I'm just waiting for lights. T100. Someone needs to push into a forest and clean it out. And again, just having turret armor is so useful in this game. If I was a chieftain, I'd be poking like this or going there right away. Because I can't get panned. I can spot for my team. But I can't do that in this tank, so. Now I'm just looking down to her base. And Jagged does get spotted though, so. starting to sample at T57. Right? Now I am moving here because at least we cleared out the top side at least. And we cleared out all of that. You just have to get to the jag and whatever. Now I can play this because when they're down in the bottom, they can't spot you moving up into the bush. Now here I do get lit, and I do think it's something here, but it ends up being a manticore like somewhere there. And I do end up getting lucky because right as I'm trying to poke this, like I said, I thought it was someone there. I completely forgot there was a manticore. If I did, without seeing the manticore get lit, I would have gotten fucked. Right, starting to poke over. I see on my screen there's a manticore. I zoom out and I look at the minimap. Right, I don't see anyone in front of me when I zoom out, so I instantly look at the minimap and I see he's behind me. If I hadn't been paying attention, I do poke that all the way, I get fucking slammed. Party. Now I do move up. I don't spot anything, I'm just gonna back off. You know, did see the jag, like over there. The jag did see me get lit, so he might be pre-aiming here. So that's why I'm saying low. If he blinds, I don't want to get hit. He gets lit, whatever. Yeah, like you see me pinging there, worried about the jag. Um, if you're in the fast tank, you can probably make that push. Just use the bushes, so you don't get lit until the last second jag, or maybe you go all the way around and push it. And while doing this with T57, I can't really make like those plays just because of how the tank is. And we do see the jag get lit, and he was looking this way, so that's what you just gotta be aware that you can get shot. Just because you're not lit anymore doesn't mean people can't guess where you are. Then we just close off the game, I think. Yeah, right. You see me blind fire. There's nothing else for me to do. I get lit at the end. Whatever. I don't see the shot hit. I'm just blind firing. I'm trying to hit the Leo, but only one that hits, which is unlucky because it was the last damage. The reason I'm not going for the 140 is because if you look at my team, right, Chieftain does not have shots, Hunter does not have shots, Jag does not have shots, only already have shots. Eventually they do hit him, so what I was trying to do is here, like, save one shot for him and then try to hit the other three on the Leo, because he did have so much HP. That's it for this game though. Forgot where the FE is. I think. Oh yeah, he's at like B1. I did just blind fire there, though it was unlikely he was there because the 100 would have lit him. But yeah, I don't know. I couldn't explain that game very well just because of how the T57 works in those matchups. Got this map again in that session, so I'm from the other side again. if you're in heavy, there's only two places you can actually play, middle or north. And there is one already, so I could have played middle, but I just prefer playing well, 8 line, I guess you can call it, not north, just because it's safer. And there's more angles, so you can actually break it instead of trying to like trade frontally with all their tanks while your teammates are pushing behind you. Just happens. You also don't want to be playing low like this. It's way harder to get out, even though it's only like a couple meters, you know. It's just easier to go from here and then go up there and to the mid. I was kind of worried we would get slammed here because it's only two of us and it can get pushed out so easily. Even though I am slow, I do have a clip so I can like play a little bit aggressive here. See the E5. First couple of shots kind of lucky. He bounces me for some reason. Assume them in. Whatever. Tried to get him to help me, but he's just not paying attention. The C5 actually bounces another one off me. And even though I'm not completely loaded, because you know people just don't know reloads for some reason, they can't keep that in their heads. I start pushing on this. E5, and he panics and shoots the air, and then just finish him off. Not every match is gonna be like this, right? You just have to know, right? If there's more tanks, you usually run unless you have like first. If you get here before them and you can farm them as they're coming in, you can do a little bit and then run. Just depends on the situation. But I do see that most of our team is middle and south, so I'm just gonna, I guess, kind of flank this mouse and put a free clip in. You also want to be aware of your surroundings so you can hide your tank like that. If I back up, he just puts a shot onto me. And again, I don't want to lose more HP than I already did. Again, just like the first replay on this map, that mouse is like the E5, right? I put my clip in and I just run away. I'm not gonna hang around there because it's a waste of time. Again, I'm just rotating to middle. And now I'm not gonna be clipped in time to finish him off. I have teammates that are beside him, so I'm just gonna let them do it and then I'm gonna keep flanking. You just you always want to be in front of your team so you get the damage. Especially when you're flanking. You're playing mid game, it's fine, right? Because you're just slow farming, you can hide behind stronger tanks, but when you're trying to progress your speed up the game into late game, you have to be first. Right, and again, I wasn't sure here how many shots the T57 fired, so I can't trade even. I could have traded shot for shot there because I'm not gonna get to south in time, so that would have been fine. Then I just hide behind 215B there to get shots. He's not looking, so. Oh, whoops. One sec. No, this is late game. I'm just trying to put shots in. There's nothing special, but I did on replay by accident, so. This, what I'm doing here was definitely a misplay. I have more than enough HP to survive his shot, maybe the two mediums, but I was hoping the mediums would get lit and just be on top of this hill, looking at me so I could put shots into them. But that didn't happen, so and realistically, it would have been way better to do this anyways, because if I stay here, I'm in the open to them, compared to if I push down, put my clip in, put my full clip in, and then I just hide behind this building from them. Then they get pushed, whatever, drive out into to the open, and I put another clip in. I think this was one of the biggest misplays I did in this session. Missed out on like 1,000 damage at least. I'm just gonna speed it up. I don't get shots anymore. For this map, I actually don't go north that often, even in mediums, because most of the teams just tend to go city. There's just more HP. You always want to be where there's more HP. Only in, I don't know, I'd say 10% of your matches, it's better to rush where there's barely any tanks and get a full flank.
Moving to support you. Support my position.
Oh, I just remembered this match. I don't know, I had a really weird matches and setups for my teams. They just didn't do what they usually do. They did some dumb fucking shit. Here, I'm just coming up, trying to get shots on our lights. See, I'm not gonna get any. Right, I'm not gonna sit there in a spot that's prone to getting lit by ABRs, especially when they like run on this ridge. There's you're not covered by them. And my light tanks are also like here. And that ABR that's in the middle of the field now, he was like around this area, so I'm obviously not gonna get spots. I'm not going to waste time. Right, you ideally what I would have done here, is I come here to that corner that everyone goes to and look down to the zero line, or maybe go down to where the 113 is going and stay on the opposite edge of the building, right? Just looking down the zero line. Just trying to get free shots, but it doesn't happen. I do see my EBR moving up, and he does slide at the we said. That shot is really lucky, right? But I'm not going to be waiting for not gonna wait and aim when I still have to drive a little bit more to get better shots. Fuck it. do hit that other one. There is a T57. I kinda rushed the clip, but yeah. Moving up, trying to actually work the city. But here, I was looking at my minimap, I do see a fucking 100 and the other one just sitting down there. There's no point for me to up there when I'm just gonna to be up there when I'm just gonna be overrun. The tank is too slow to back away from that. I'm just gonna like the next best spot is just to hide in this dip here. Their team gets cocky and they push up like to these buildings and they get farmed, hopefully by the one. And obviously me. Right, you see that V4 coming up. I see him like go around the corner, so I am just going around trying to pass into him. Again, I'm trying not to lose HP, so I'm just like blinging shots. There's not much to show between clips, so. Now I see that crown moving. Even though I could get shots on 100, I don't want to lose 1200 HP for free. And also, if I start playing here too, right? Because if I move up here, I can get better shots, or if I move up here, I can get better shots in the crown. And I'm not gonna be just looking at his turret. But they do still have the middle alive, and I think that just looking this way. Yeah. I don't know if you can tell in the recording, but you can see his all is looking this way. See how Crown shoot too. I think I should have just poked up on this guy like full on. I guess I tried. I was trying to pick him, but then they get lit. This entire time I'm still worried about that middle because I can be getting shots, but it's just so risky because I don't know if they're still looking down here. Yeah, like you see this. Just moving around, like I don't know what to do. I'm just waiting for an opportunity where I can get shots without getting shot at. Now at this stage I do see that the 183 is like moving towards their base, so I do start playing higher. And so does my FE. Right here I'm just waiting for the FE to shoot the 100. This crown drives out, I just pick him out. Dump the other two into the SC2. It's a terror time. Just in case, I'm always trying to keep like something between me and the. You always have to be aware of what the shots on you and how you can block them. Because the idea of the entire game to get damage is to minimize the amount of guns looking at you. Looking at you so you can get shots out safely. Finish him off. Now I can put the 3 remaining shots into the pan. So I can load. And just put that 3 shots into the pattern. Alright, he puts one back into me. It's whatever. What you want to do now, right? You see there our push north failed, so this pattern's left alone. I have to finish him off, flip, and then slowly move up the city and get the rest of the damage. Just gonna skip through that. Coming here to try and spot them if they're still like that open area. here, but they're not, so. Just trying to get eyes for my team. Do spot the T57 here. Now I just hide again till I get unlit. I have a lot of HP, even if the 183 does shoot me, usually they're not gonna ban the T57 if they shoot your hull. The reason I can push up like this, sec. Unless they're looking straight down the road, they can't spot you because of the trees. That's why you see me zoom in like that. You see how all these trees are lined up? You're sitting like from here to this. Obviously, like the buildings are blocking you, but if they're sitting like here to here, trying to shoot down this, they can't because these trees are lined up and they give you double bush. They create a double bush mechanic. So unless they're sitting right here, you will spot them if they're sitting here, and if they're not, you can just move up like I'm going to do right now. I do move to a zero line because I just again for this, you're coming up. If you look at these trees, they work the same way. If they were right here, I do get shots coming around the corner. I put them in and back off safely, but they're not, so I just keep pushing up. And if the T57 was still there, you get free shots into his side. But he pops up here. Just finishing off the game now. What the 183? Spots me. And I get bullshit penned by Artie. I'm just trying to hide from Artie. You see Artie else land there. Just trying to put a clip into the 183. That hits a car. That misses. I think I die here. Alright, this. Get to pick him. He pokes out like a dumbass. And he already kills me. Even though the T57 is kind of hard to play, as long as you play decent in the tank, you can get pretty big games pretty fast. Just because it's 1600 damage in 6 seconds. This is the last match. I got really good matchmaking for it, which was really nice. Turns into a big carry. It's because my team, I can't remember, they just die. Um, this map you can't do much, especially on a heavy ride. Everyone knows. Everyone just groups up into like this area. They fight it out. Eventually, someone wins. Get the mediums coming down here with the lights, maybe 2 TDs or whatever, but the fight mainly develops here. There's not much to explain here. Well, for positioning anyways, there's only a couple spots you can play. No, here, lining up on this corner. Right, as you see me do here, I'm just aiming down here because some players tend to cross this like this for some reason. Just bleed. That doesn't happen this game though. So speed it up. There's nothing else to do right now, and I don't want to poke that because I already have shots into there, especially now that they made it more open. And I don't have any turret armor, so I'm just gonna bleed. And it is early game. I just want to be putting in shots without losing any HP right now. Yeah. I am top tier though, so what that does allow me to do, I'm only making this play because they're not in this window, and I didn't see anyone poking here through this guy like coming up here and this guy being in the window, and there is no one in this corner like to punish me for this. I guess, yeah, if I didn't do this play right now, I guess I would have gotten slammed, but if I just hold, it would have been fine too, because I do get to farm him, and then I can move up here while he's clipping. Now I do see this 50B, and I don't know, this guy was just a terrible player. I just put my entire clip into him while he was bouncing me. I can't fucking talk right now. Yeah, I don't know. Was just putting in some really bad shots. You want to be shooting the cheeks, not the most angled parts on of my turret. This 120 goes and does the same but to him. I don't know how this guy could have been worse than their 50B. Actually insane. I'm just looking for the shots on him. Yeah, like look at this guy. I don't know. I'm stunned, right? Whatever. I'm, I was stunned, and he should have backed off because he has no HP, but this guy's just really bad, so I just got damage for free on him. I don't know. Whoops. Kind of a lucky poke. Here, what I was thinking, I am full HP, I can take a shot from a T30. I can afford that and clip him out, but already does hit him. And I do pen him, so that was really nice actually. I just put the rest of the shells into him, or the remaining shell. Here I'm just waiting. There's no reason for me to be poking whatsoever here. Team's bleeding. Now, starting to finish my clip, so I start coming up. Shot into the E1. See this guy looking at me and I just don't want to get hit by him. Right? I just got lit. No point in me trying to put shots into him and lose HP. And our breaker is just hiding, so. Right here, I'm not poking. I was changing the song, but I didn't want to poke on this guy because I did see a fotch. That fotch, and at any time he could come here No, C30's here. Yeah, like I said, I wasn't paying attention, so this was kind of lucky. But he could come up through here, and while I'm like shooting him, he could pretty much track me and just dump into me. But there's no reason for me to help this guy right now, just because of what's going on with that Fudge. I don't know where he is. So I'm just waiting. Now I do see the Fudge, and I don't instantly poke, because he might just turn to me for some fucking reason. I do wait for him to like focus on the E1, and I just dump into him. Like I said, this tank's like ambush, an ambush tank or whatever. No way, I'm gonna clip on that. You can put a shot, my shots into the W side. Here I am willing to take a shot from him just because it doesn't matter, right? I don't have to worry about a clip or anyone else farming me. At the same time, I do see that we lost the fucking south, so I need to get there as fast as possible and get some teammates back there with me too. So killing this guy as fast as possible is fine. Also, I'm not poking all the way because there's no point in me seeing this thinner part of his tank and trying to shoot that, and I don't have a shot on his lower glacis, and I can't pen the gun, so I was just poking enough just to see his wider side on his tank. Right, we pick him off, and hopefully my team starts coming back now. Spot the mediums. There's not much to say. Scorpion shoots me. If the Scorpion hadn't shot me, I think I would have kept playing this and eventually picked him out, but he did shoot me. Now I have to move. I don't want to get farmed back here. Like I was saying, nothing special about this. It's just lower tiers now. Again, I keep forgetting like to say anything, right? But when I just from playing this map, I know that if I go to this window, I have shots into that, right? Like if you go into this position early, you have shots into all of that, obviously. Just gotta keep stuff like that in mind. And I'm not gonna cross like through this window because the Scorpion and the Baraska might bleed me for free. And I am a top tier. It is tier 8s. They're low on HP, but what's the point if I end up killing them anyways? Just looking for a shot on the Baraska there. This guy gets lit. Right, there's nowhere he can run, so it's a weird shot. What? Um, I don't know. The shot looks different on stream, I think. I don't know. It looked just fine on stream. I guess the replays are a little bit bugged. Or they have some sort of delay. I don't know. I can't tell. Yeah, and like I said, in this tank, you just stack damage so quickly. The clip potential is so strong with like a 21-second reload. Right here, I'm just trying to finish the game again. If I hadn't gotten lit, it would have been a cleaner play, but yeah. Right here, he's still in the open. I'm not gonna push across just because I don't want to bleed, right? That tank has insane DPM. And I am stunned, so it would be really stupid for me to do that anyways. No, I'm just trying to break this, right? It's better to have two different angles on tank than just one. Let's finish off the game.